Hello everyone, my name is Choco, and before we start, today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different than the content you might be used to on my channel. I want to introduce some new, potentially entertaining videos related to Minecraft modding. I've taken an interest in mods once again and was inspired by Mr. Crayfish's I Create Your Mod Ideas in Minecraft videos, which I highly recommend checking out. He's a very talented and entertaining developer and content creator. I'll be starting a new series on my channel called Making Minecraft Mods to document my development process while highlighting some of the inevitable mistakes and take you with me on a journey of making the mods. It won't be super technical and instead take more of a narrative or storytelling approach, but with that being said, I hope the series can keep interested in more than just people who enjoy programming. For those of you who have subscribed to my channel already for Rocket League content, don't worry, it's not going away. They will be less frequent, and I'll definitely continue to make videos and upload to my channel, though for the time being, let's jump into the first, Making Minecraft Mods, and see what we'll be making today. The first mod idea was suggested by Mr. A on the Minecraft Suggestions subreddit. He suggests that when a tame wolf dies, some items should drop to remember them, such as their color. This would replace the tombstone-like buildings players would have to make dogs, and I honestly think that's a great addition. It's a little bit basic, and I kind of want to go one step further to add to the immersion, but I'm definitely going to take some inspiration to make this quick little mod. So let's start programming. First up on my agenda was to add one of the two items that would be added to this mod, the collar. Collars would work similar to how name tags work in that you could name your pet. The difference with these being that the collar remains with the pet during their lifetime, they're dyeable much like leather armor, and the color of the pet's collar, one displayed on its model, is set after it's been given to a pet. There will be a crafting recipe for these collars, but that wasn't super important and I just wanted to get the item in-game. In addition to programming the item into the game, I wanted to take a stab at making my own texture. Now, I'm no artist by any means, and this texture could definitely use some work, but I'm still rather happy with how it turned out. I'll probably revisit this in the future and clean it up a little, but after loading it in-game, I knew it fit the feel of vanilla Minecraft. Alright, first test, should have an item. Actually, you know what, I'm going to find it in the inventory here. So, should be down here. Yeah, there we go. Oh, I didn't name it. I could have sworn I did. I must have put it in the wrong spot or something, but summon wolf. There we go. And if I tame it... Come here, bud. No. I should be able to... Oh, it needs to be named. Let's give him a name real quick. Yeah, there we go. So now his name is Testing. So that works. That's good. Now all that was left to do for the collar was to give it a bunch of colors without adding an infinite amount of items. I used some similar logic that leather armor uses, and luckily Forge had a relatively nice way to let me do this, so away I went. I separated the textures so the metal wasn't colored, and I loaded it up in-game. Alright, so I just finished adding in item colors, and I want to see if I get myself this color, it shouldn't be gray anymore, it should be brown. Yeah, nice, awesome. Alright, so that's one step in the right direction, and it should be colorable as well, I think. crafting table. Yeah, there we go. Nice. So you could basically have any color of collar, and I kind of want to have it so when you right-click on an entity, it'll give it that color of a collar, and then it kind of just keeps it. Yeah, nice. So I set up just a little bit of a display to give you kind of an idea of what the different colors look like. These are all the base colors, so this is, you know, rose red, cactus green, purple, cyan, gray, so on and so forth. So these are all the default colors, and of course you can make them any color you want to, so you can combine different dyes and make different colors of colors, or even just give it to yourself, just like, it works just like leather armor. So, yeah, this is kind of cool. Lastly, among other changes, I decided it was time to add the second item to the game, the collar tag. As explained in the suggestion, this is the item that will actually drop when your pet is killed, and it can be kept as a memory so it can never be forgotten. What you're seeing in the background right now is the basics of the item and getting it to drop when the pet is killed, so if a collar wasn't used, the tag won't drop. Be sure to use a collar on your pets. Once again, I wasn't super happy with this texture, and what you're seeing now was the first draft of the texture that I ran with for all of about 15 minutes before scrapping it and trying something a little bit different. Unfortunately, I'm really bad at this, and I didn't actually record the redesign, but you'll have to trust that it looks at least a little better now than it does in the time-lapse. And finally, I wanted to change how the pet looked in the world. I'll explain this a bit more here shortly, but if you're familiar at all with Minecraft pets, you can change the color of a wolf or a cat's color by right-clicking on it with a dye. The issue with that being is that it limits you to just the 16 colors of dye, which my colors wouldn't really play nice with, considering you can make them literally any color. So what I did was added an extra rendering layer onto the pets and let any color be displayed for them. So now the collar's color is shown when you right-click on the entity with it, which I think adds a little bit of personality. So I've done a bit of work since the last showcase, and I made it so the wolves are a little more personalizable. In vanilla, when you tame a wolf, it gives it a certain select color of collar, so it can either be red or blue, basically any one of the dyes. It could be any of these 16 colors, but it can't be mixed. But the collars can. So what I've done is, if I go ahead and give myself a couple different colors here, and make these collars different colors. There we go, so we've got a blue and an orange one. I've also made it so when you right-click the entity with the collar, it automatically tames it. So I can tame this by right-clicking it, and his collar becomes blue automatically. So instead of having to tame it with bones and then right-click on it with a blue dye, you can just do it automatically with the one color. And if I want to change its color, and now it's orange. So it kind of makes it a little easier. And if you really wanted to, you can combine colors. So I can make a bit lighter of an orange color, like this. That's not really orange, but this will work too, and it actually makes it more of a beige color. So you can kind of mix and match colors and basically give your dog whatever color you want. And that pretty much finishes up the mod. I ended up going back and cleaning up the code, fixing a few issues so it would play nicely on servers, and added a few minor features to make it feel more balanced. In the background, what you're seeing is a bit of a completed highlight reel of the final mod and how it works. I'm really happy with how this one turned out, and I learned a lot. If you're interested in using the mod, it supports Forge 1.14, and you can find a link to the CurseForge project in the description, alongside a link to the source code if you want to see all the work that went into it. With all that being said, I'm unsure where this series is going to take me. I'm gonna continue making mods, but whether or not I continue the series depends entirely on how well received this video is. If you enjoyed it, I would really appreciate a like, comment, or even just sharing it with other people. This isn't going to be the final format. This is my first time editing like this, so it's bound to change. Please leave feedback for what you like, don't like, and what you want changed. Until then, thank you for watching.